Tap for you this afternoon between the Baltimore Orioles and the Detroit Tigers. The O's will try to wrap up the three-game series sweep, and we'll have it for you next. Daniel Norris, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, he's never really put things together like a lot of people in baseball thought he would from the left side. Love the arm, mid to upper 90s fastball. Good assortment of breaking pitches to go along with it. Like most lefties, command has been the issue for Daniel Norris. If he's throwing strikes, he's tough to hit.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. Line drive to left. Stewart is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Striding forward for his first chance, Richie Martin, and he's been swinging it well the last couple of games. The pitch. Liner toward right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
In two pitches, you can see how quickly your fortunes can change in this game. First pitch of the game, no problem. He gets an out. Second pitch, it gets laced to the outfield for a double.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And now here's the ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Reyes arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. And here's Renato Nunez, really looking good at the plate so far in the series with 5 hits in 11 trips. He's set. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. The Merritt's there to retire the side. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. The Tigers coming up. No score. David Hess will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, his last one wasn't horrible, but this guy did give up 5 runs in his last start. He was tagged with the loss, and he's going to look to be a lot better in this one here today.
Digging in, Victor Reyes. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Pitch on the way. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. 4-2 over the last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, they've come out guns a-blazing so far in this series. Won the first 2 games of this series in blowout fashion. Nothing they'd like more than to win Game 3 of this series and continue their hot winning ways.
Yeah, Dan, there's been a fight at the bat rack. They've really come alive on the offensive side and look to continue that today.
The 1-2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 1. Stepping up now, Kristen Stewart. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. First pitch on its way. He'll start in with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. 2-0 to the Tigers left fielder. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. This pitch is popped up. Severino is calling for it. 2 gone. Ready now, Miguel Cabrera. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Now here it comes. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground is short. Right to Iglesias. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. We are still scoreless. And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto, looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
The left fielder, number 25,
Anthony Santander, the next to bat. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hits this one hard the other way. And that is through into right field for a single.
the center fielder, off then, clear.
Austin Hayes, the next to bat. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits? I think every player is, and sometimes it's a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. There's a well-hit ball out to right center field. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And the second run will score as that makes it a 2-0 ball game.
Man, he was not messing around here. Sitting on the first pitch he saw and drove it to the outfield, then bringing in both runners and putting himself into scoring position. It's great to see a guy that's aggressive at the plate when he's got a chance to do some damage.
Here's Chris Davis now. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. At the plate now, Jose Iglesias. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Demerit will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning.
The batter number 1, second baseman, with the Martin.
At the plate, Richie Martin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So here's Trey Mancini. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Demerit will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom of the second. Baltimore's out in front, 3-0. Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Jonathan Scope. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one, only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Here's the first pitch to him. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Therefore, it is Mancini, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in, C.J. Cron. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. One out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Now at the plate, Darryl Lugo will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First offering on its way. Bounce to first. Davis has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They trail in this one 3-0. Top of the third set to get underway. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Renato Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming, here it is. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there and records the first out.
The third baseman, Hunter Alberto.
Into the box now, Hunter Alberto hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on his screws.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. And a dive, but he can't pull it in out in right center. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that's his second triple of the season. For some hitters, that's a career. A good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
So now to the plate, Anthony Santander. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Back goes Demerit, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And he is in there with an RBI triple. That could prove to be a big run in this one, guys.
Well, this triple brings in another run. If they don't stop the bleeding quick and start answering back, they're going to have a hill too steep to climb.
Into the box now, Austin Hayes, as he grounds one briskly to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Now a 5-0 lead.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
Standing in, Pedro Severino. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run, get you a ribby.
A bouncer up the middle. One there. Throw to Cabrera for an inning-ending double play. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 5 and the Tigers nothing. The next batter, Jamer Candelario. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. And the throw on the first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So with 1 gone in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Stepping into the box, Travis Demerit. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First delivery to him on the way. And that one swung out and missed 0-1. Hit to third. Alberto fields it cleanly, and that's the second out. So digging in now, Grayson Grenier. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-1. 1-1, no play.
Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Digging in now, Chris Davis, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
At the plate, Jose Iglesias. Here's a fly ball, well hit. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitch, waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Now here comes Ron Gardenhire up out of the dugout. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. A.J. Ladwick answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter. Ready for another shot now, Richie Martin. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, that down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when they're given a chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Standing in now, Trey Mancini. Hard on the ground toward short. Well, he has some trouble with it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is in to score. Ready once again, Renato Nunez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's 8-0.
Well, you know, in today's game, D-Roll, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Here's one that you don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
So stepping in, Anthony Santander, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Orioles are on top, 8-0. Now at the plate, Victor Reyes back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, man. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And the pitch.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit on the ground to short. And that's the first out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Up next steps Kristen Stewart. He topped out in his first trip. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
First baseman,
So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth, and that brings in Miguel Cabrera. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded weakly to the left. Alberto gloves it. Throw on to Davis, takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back from Comerica Park in Detroit as we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Top to bottom, he said his guys have been picking on the right pitches to swing at, and they've done a nice job of using the whole field. He said that always seems to be a recipe for success, and their 7 extra base hits in this one are evidence that it has been.
Thank you, Heidi.
leading off with the Orioles.
All set for the start of the inning. At the plate, Pedro Severino. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Chris Davis at the plate now. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
The batter, the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Line towards center field, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you can see there, he currently leads the Orioles in that category. In now, Richie Martin. Swing and a liner. And a leaping effort there, but it's over his head into left center, a base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back two-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Orioles strand a couple as the lead holds at 8-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
At the plate, C.J. Cron looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location. But he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box, Gallo Lugo. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business. But I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
I really like how he's getting ahead early in the count. He's pitching aggressively, and what that does, it holds the pitch count down.
And he falls behind 0-2. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Tigers thus far. Ground ball right side. The flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers, still 8-0. And now the designated hitter for the Orioles, Renato Nunez, is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. 29 home runs for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
At the plate now, Hanser Alberto. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Tigers organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Into the box now, Anthony Santander. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The center fielder, Austin Hayes.
Now at the plate, Austin Hayes. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Orioles add on thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the sixth. It's the Orioles 9 and the Tigers nothing. Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Strike one to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. Strike two called on the inner half, 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Now foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
Ready for another chance? Travis Demeritt, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. It was great execution by the pitcher down and away, but that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Striding into the box, Grayson Greenier. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
0-1, here it comes. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, if the beat goes on, that's number 8.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. 7th inning ready to roll. Digging in to try it again. Pedro Severino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
So now to the plate, Chris Davis, as he rips it on the ground to second. And this will be a base hit into center. So the first 2 are aboard here to kick off the 7th.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Ivan Nova comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box, Jose Iglesias. Line drive to center field. That's in there, base hit. And they're content to play station to station here as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Dero, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Scope has it. A bare hand for 1 on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing we want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Trey Mancini. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Stewart will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Orioles settle for 1. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The O's lead this thing 10-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Victor Reyes. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Here comes Hayes. He's there and records the first out.
The batter, number 20.
Into the box now, Kristen Stewart. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Hey, this guy has really been attacking the zone, and this lineup has been more than happy to swing at a lot of pitchers' pitches so far.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
So he sets him down swinging. Kristen Stewart becomes out number 2 this inning. So striding in, Miguel Cabrera. Couple of groundouts on his batting line in 2 trips so far. Here comes the first pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Orioles lead it 10-0. New inning set to get underway. Digging in and looking for more. Renato Nunez, 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw right down the middle of the plate.
And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles. As we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year, and we find that these guys are currently 4th best in that category in the junior circuit. In now, Hanser Alberto. He swings and grounds it to short. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, Diego, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reyes has to roll straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Ready now for Baltimore. Pedro Severino. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Stewart is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. It's a run on. Here's Jonathan Scope now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's gone about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And it's 0-2 to Scope. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty D, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jonathan Scope becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. C.J. Cron stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. In the air out to center field. Hayes on the run for it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
We're getting into the nitty-gritty. That's the second out of the 8th inning, and the pitcher needs only 4 more outs for a no-hitter.
Swing and a liner, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Got him! So that's 8 perfect innings, and the fans can feel it now as the side is retired. Stepping up to the plate, Chris Davis. Last time through was a base hit.
19. Great.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Settling in now, Jose Iglesias. He singled his last time up. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Richie Martin. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Once again, Jaimer Candelario starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Hayes is there, 1 away. Now to the plate, Travis Demerit. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Fouled away. The 0-1.
Sometimes you just can't overthink it. If a guy can't hit a certain pitch in a certain quadrant, why would you throw him anything else? Case in point, this guy's cold zone is away, and this pitcher keeps attacking that exact spot.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Travis Demerit becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the ninth. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Last breath for the Tigers. Still no balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Got him. That'll do it. And the Orioles go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our top player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet who's going to celebrate this one tonight.